Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. My name is Darielle Neanne. Today, we are going to be talking about self sabotage. This video is all about us because we all have different ways in which we love to go against what God says. Wait, let me see if this is working. Okay, so as I mentioned, today's lesson is all about God's will over our lives. We're talking about when God gives us a call to do something. It is in our interest to move and act immediately, or at least as close to immediately as possible. Yes, we can take our time and think about things, how things should go, how we want to do it, and exactly how we want to strategize and get something done. But the act of getting it done is the most important part. Even if it's not perfect to the utmost perfection, however you want. Yes, take time and think about it, but make sure that you actually act. We as human beings, this is our fight. This is our fight with God all the time. He tells us to do something and we slow day, we dragging with foot. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to move on time. We don't want to move quickly enough because we're afraid or we're concerned about how it's going to come out, how we're going to be perceived, how we're going to be judged or looked at by other people around us, people we don't even know, everything like that. But the point is that when God calls you to do something, you must remember that as a servant to him, you as a player in his game, we don't know the reason why we're being called to a certain thing. You just know you're being called, you have to act because you don't know what your part in it, how your part plays a much larger role in this whole story. You know, you never know about the words or the action that you take. You never know how that's going to go ahead and impact the rest of the worldview. And, you know, for that reason, it makes it so imperative that we move when he tells us to go. He gives you a message. He gives you, you know, a heart posture to be able to do something. Go ahead, figure it out and do it because that action, that simple action is in time to line up for something else. You know, somebody else might hear that or somebody else might need that in order to be able to do their part. You know, so it all kind of strategically plays together and makes it like a whole little, you know, a whole little scenario. We don't have all the answers. We don't know all the parts. So if we're there being that slow, draggy player, we're keeping back the game. You know what I'm saying? Keeping back the story, bro. So you gotta move. You gotta move when he says to move. And even if you don't have all the steps, even if you don't have all the answers, that's the point. That's what we're here to figure out. You know what I'm saying? How it's all gonna pan out and how it's all gonna work together and be awesome. You know, we're not supposed to know the whole thing. What would be the point? You know what I'm saying? If we had all the answers, then what we need him for, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we need him to be able to direct us so that way we can act, so that way we can find out the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And you'd be surprised looking back and be like, man, you know what I mean? I can't do so much. I didn't even know I could do all of that because you're following direction, you know? So act right away. And watch out for those things that hold us back. Watch out for those things that sabotage us and hold us down, right? Watch out for things like you're in action, right? Watch out for not making that move when you're supposed to make that move. Watch out for being slow. Watch out for taking too long to make the move that you're supposed to make. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm calling you to come do something and you all day taking your sweet time to get over there. To watch out for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you don't need to. Yes, you want to figure out the best path, but you want to make sure that you're going that way with pace. You know, watch out for your inconsistency. Watch out for sometimes doing it, sometimes not. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. God wants to trust you. God wants to open up your mind and give you more. God wants to use you as a pertinent player, as a strong player in this game. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to use the ones who he knows he can come back to again and again because they're gonna move with pace. They're gonna move and you know and continuously do what he asks of them to do. So you know, make sure that you're that strong person. Make sure that you're that consistent player that he can look to do whatever he asks. So, watch out for that. Watch out for your own sense of self-sabotage. Watch out for your own fears and your own concerns, your own human worries, worrying about the bigger picture of things. The point is the action. The point is the game. The point of that action, that magic catch or whatever it is, leads to something major. So allow yourself to be a player, allow yourself to have fun in it, allow yourself to enjoy it, and move when he says move. You never know who you might touch, where your words will go. So watch yourself and act accordingly. Love it. All right. So if you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, drop them down below. We'll talk soon. We'll talk more. Coaching and all of that. My coaching container, Calm Confidence, my coaching container is in my description box. I also have it on Instagram. You guys can follow me there. There's a Calendly link you can book and call me and find me out. We can talk more. I don't know. He's guiding me to say all of these words. So, these are the things that I'm talking about. It's from these kind of authentic messages is where we see growth. You know what I mean? You never know who you may need to connect with, who resonates with what you have, and the reason why he's calling you to be able to do a particular thing. So, hey, if you ever need it, if you ever are interested in something like that, leave me a little message or something down below. Come find me on Calendly. Let's have a conversation. So bottom line, you are a strong and important player in God's work. He loves you. He encourages you. He wants you to be a part of his team all the time. You know what I'm saying? And those consistent players, those players that move when he says move, those players that add their joy and do it lovingly and do it willingly are the ones that he loves. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it fun. So have fun with it. Have fun with God's plan. Let him move you. Let him use you to do his bigger work and be a part of his story. You never know. So enjoy yourself. Happy Sunday to you guys who are watching this. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Have a good weekend. Bye. Oh, I hope I can end good. Oh, hey. Oh, there's people. Hola, hola. Okay. Drop me any questions. Say what's up. It's good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Take care. Have a great evening. Adios. I don't even know how to end this thing good. Let me try to figure that out. Oh, okay. Adios.